Hey you guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. And as you guys could tell, I just got a haircut, and to be honest, I feel like I am not satisfied with this haircut. I do not like the style of this haircut. And to be honest, this haircut right here, I do not like it. But like, because I was born all the way in the Caribbean, in a Spanish island, I needed a haircut. So on today's YouTube video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about top 10 things I don't like about living in the US. And yes, I know that I should be grateful for living here because the US is a country of freedom and a country of this. But like, overall, living here, to be honest, is a nightmare. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys when I say this. Living in America is such a nightmare. And here's the reason why. I mean, first, you have school. I mean, I sometimes feel like waiting for the bus is such a pain in the... I don't even want to say, like, school bus in general are just a pain in the... I don't even want to say because I don't want to swear in my video. And yeah, I like to keep my mouth clean while making my video. But school buses are such a pain in the... I'm not gonna say it. So the first reason why I don't like living in the US is school. And the reason why I put school on my first list is because school in general can be a nightmare in the US. I mean, growing up, we all saw a lot of YouTube videos and movies about what is it like going to school in America, and you probably think that you're gonna be surfing and just living the white kid's rich life, but no. Don't let Hollywood movie ruin your fantasy, because unfortunately that's just a fantasy. Unless you're living in California, then you're probably already living that rich people's life. Number 2 is weather. I mean, to be honest, the weather in the US sometimes really sucks. Unless you live down in Florida, which is always sunny, or if you live in Puerto Rico. Those are the only 2 places I could think of where the weather is much better. And Hawaii. And California. But places like Seattle, Massachusetts, and other northern places are just... the weather just sucks. Another thing that I don't like about this country is food. I mean, food here in general is sometimes it's so boring, to be honest. Like food here is sometimes just so boring, you can't help but to like just waste it. Why? Because food is boring. And sometimes I don't even blame people sometimes I don't even blame high school students for throwing away their lunches. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Food here is boring. I mean, what do people usually eat here? The same food all the time. Pizza, a lot of greasy junky. But yeah, food here in general is just so boring. Like, why can't we serve food from different places around the world to experience new cultures? And the thing is that most of the time, schools here try to make food from different parts of the world, but the problem is that sometimes people are so picky and stuck in their own how do you call it, stereotypes, that they don't even have time to explore other tastes in food. Like, come on, you guys, I'm sure places around the world can cook better food than we can. Number 3, what's another thing I could think of? Oh yeah, language. To be honest with myself, one of the things that I hate about the US is the language. I mean, the language here, let's be honest, is English. Now, as much as I like speaking English, especially when I'm doing YouTube videos, I mean, it can be boring sometimes speaking just English. I mean, wouldn't it be fun to learn another language? Like, for real. Like, I think learning another language would be fun. Siri, how do you spell language? Sorry, you guys, I spell language wrong. I spell language wrong, sorry. But I'll keep that in mind. Number 4, traffic. Number 4 is traffic. Now, I don't care if you guys think that China has the worst traffic. If you want to know a way worse traffic, then the US has worse traffic. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. The US, 9 out of 10, the US has one of the worst traffics ever. Like, I'm not kidding. The US has a lot of traffic, horrible traffic. Let's see, another thing that sucks about living here sometimes, I would say, maybe houses. I mean, houses in the US are sometimes boring, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I wish that houses here were built like they are in another country, but the problem is that here in this country, people don't do things the way you expect them to. Like, you can't always expect them to do things like how they are in your hometown, but yeah, pretty much houses here can sometimes be boring. I'm not even kidding. Like this house that I am right now is so boring. Well, it's not really boring, but like, I don't know. I mean, I just hate the color that houses here in the US have. I mean, let's be honest, houses here are boring. Number 5 is parks. I mean, even parks here are boring in general. And like, why do we even have parks in the first place if people barely play in parks? Like, a long time ago, parks used to be such a fun place to go to, and now people barely even like parks. Like, why waste money on swings and slides? And I mean, those things are fun, but they weren't at some point. Number 6, stores. I mean, stores here are even so boring, like, for real. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, stores here are boring. I mean, you go to a store here, and it's like you don't even know what to buy. I mean, stores here in general are boring. Let's see now. What's another thing I could think of? Oh yeah, showers. Another thing that I don't like about here in the United States are bathrooms. And I'm talking about showers. Sometimes taking a shower here can be a pain in the neck because sometimes the hot water's not working and you need the hot water. But it's like at the same time, the hot water doesn't want to work. Another thing that I don't like about the US is racism. That's another thing I don't like about living here in the US. And I don't know why this country needs to have so much racism. Like why? Like why can we be treated equally? Like why is it so hard for us to be treated so equally? I mean, we're all the same. I mean, it's not our fault that we're all different. And besides, if we were all the same, we would be just like Japan. And no offense, they're a cool country, but like, I would like to be a little bit different. Number 9 are prices. Another thing that I don't like about living in the US are prices here. Prices here are no joke, okay? As soon as you take a plane and start coming over here to the US thinking that you're gonna be living a cheap life, guess what? You're not. 'Cause things here aren't always cheap. Prices are a living hell, and yeah. Let's see now. What's another thing I could think of? Holiday. Now, I like every holiday here in the US, but like sometimes even holidays here are boring. Unless you have a big family who you love to spend time with. I mean, holidays here can be boring, especially when you're all alone and have no one to spend the holidays with. Sometimes holidays. Because I'm a type of guy that likes to be in a family. I like to be in a big family and just spend Christmas. Let me just turn this camera. But yeah, there are just some holidays here that I can't stand, like Thanksgiving. Like, what's the point of celebrating Thanksgiving? I mean, like, we basically pray every day, and even if the rest of us doesn't pray, like, who cares? Like, I always try to be thankful for all the stuff that I have, even if some of the stuff I don't like in life. Number 10. What's another one I'm thinking of? I already have prices, holidays. Oh yeah, jobs. I mean, it's no wonder why a lot of people are leaving this country. I mean, jobs here just suck in general. Unless you can find something that you're interested or something that you love doing. I mean, jobs in general here are not that easy to find. And sometimes you can't even find the job that you like. Because people are like, oh, well, this job that you like is not even a real job. Like, who cares? Like, everybody has the right to find a job that they like. Not everybody's gonna like working at Home Depot or Target or whatever you want to call it. No, everybody likes to do different things, and we should be supportive of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this video because I'm getting a little bit tired, but bye.